Hello, and welcome to Who Are You? Today we're in the offices of renowned genealogist Sarah McLemore to find out some interesting things about my family's very interesting history.
You'll see here that your ancestor Pierre Chartin was actually in the court of the Duke of Bourgogne in the 18th century. So it looks like you had some ties to nobility back then.
Whoa.
Do you know that your ancestors show up again in 1850s London? And by that time, their name had been anglicized, so it's Charton, Peter Charton. We see he was a furrier in 1850s London. He met Elizabeth, and they married at a modest ceremony in the Church of England. And then from then they had 10 children. 6 survived. And then they one of the children, Louis, went on to marry Diana. And they had 10 children as well. And they immigrated to Upper Canada. They settled in Ontario, in southern Ontario. And their offspring moved to somewhere in the prairies. We're a little unclear of where exactly. And then I guess after your father died, 20 years since, you haven't spoken with your family since then. When your father died, she remarried, and he died not long after that. And then your mother married your stepbrother, Jack, who you've never met. And your stepbrother and your mother had another child. And she is still alive today.
Can we meet them? Can we meet any of them?
Yes, I have contacted your stepsisters / step aunt. Her name is Jamie, and she's agreed to meet you.
This is incredible. This is really incredible. I had no idea. The roots of my family are so much more complex than I could have ever dreamed. This is a revelation to me.
Yes, it's quite exciting.
Our trail has led us to the remote lakeside town of Dunnottar, Manitoba, where I'm about to meet the person who is both my stepsister and step-aunt. I'm very excited about the meeting.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Yeah. We've come a long way. And I don't really know what to expect.
Hey!
Hey, Sarah, what are you doing here?
It's me! I'm your stepsister / step aunt. Surprise!
But I thought her name was Jamie.
That's my middle name! Whoa! Hello and welcome to Random Movie Time. Today we are talking about the 2022 film Raymond and Ray. This is directed by Rodrigo Garcia. It stars Ethan Hawke and Ewan McGregor. And it tells the story of two stepbrothers who, at the behest of their recently deceased father, are asked to go and attend his funeral and dig his grave for him. And they really don't like their father, but they go and do it anyway. And they find out a whole bunch of things about each other, about their father, and about their family on the way. What do you think about this film, Tommy?
Well, I really like this one. We'd never heard anything about it. It just came up randomly. It was on Apple Plus, I believe. Yeah. Maybe one of their original movies, I think.
No, I don't think so. This was a Toronto Film Festival entry, I think. International Film Festival. Yeah. No, really good. It was a really funny movie. From the thumbnail, we thought it didn't look so great, but we were pleasantly surprised. This movie has a lot of humor, kind of dark humor. It might remind you a little bit of, Wes Anderson, in that it has like lots of interesting conversation, and sort of weird speech patterns that you wouldn't expect all these characters to make. Interesting observations about life and family dynamics. Really good performance by both Ethan Hawke and Ewan McGregor. I thought everybody in the movie is quite good. I especially liked their little brother. It turns out a bit later in the movie that they've got a little brother that they didn't know about. They knew that they had lots of brothers because their dad was a bit of a womanizer, but they just hadn't met any of them before. So, yeah, very interesting story and takes a lot of unexpected turns. Pretty nice cinematography, not bad at all. And I thought the pacing was really nice. Acting, camera work, yeah. Really nice, fun movie. What did you think, Shannon? Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought when we read the description, it just felt like another boring family drama, but not at all. This was there are a lot of unexpected things in this film, and it's very dry, dark humor. I laughed a lot. It might not be to some people's taste if you're a bit sensitive, because it does deal with death and philandering a bit. So it might not be to some people's taste, but it's right up my alley. It was really, really funny. The director, Rodrigo Garcia, I think this is one of his first films. He's done films before, but he's done mostly TV. Most notably Carnival. One of my favorites. Yeah. Great show. That was a really great show and beautifully directed. And this was quite nice. Some of the direction was quite nice. It really fit the mood quite well. I thought Ethan Hawke was brilliant. He did an amazing job. I was very impressed with him. I felt Ewan McGregor was a little awkward in the role. I think he grew into it a bit as time went on through the film, but I think it was a bit of a stilted performance. And I like Ewan McGregor a lot, but I think this wasn't one of his better performances. The story was really interesting, and it really felt like a play to me. Like the way it was paced, the way it was written. Yeah, I could see it being performed as a play. Yeah, it was really the beats and everything. Mm-hmm. It was very much like that. So. Yeah, the whole middle part is in one location in a cemetery, so like you could sort of see it being a 3-act play where the whole second act is just sort of in one location. Yeah, and the first act is in Ethan Hawke's log cabin house, which was beautiful. And I like some of the choices that were made in this film. I like some of the choices that the screenwriter made, which actually it was written by Rodrigo Garcia as well as directed by him. And he's he's a writer as well, so and he's a really good one. I like a lot of the choices that he made, and a lot of the acting choices too. I thought they were really brilliant. Beautiful scenery, really nicely shot. So tell me, how many spades out of 5 do you give this film?
I'll give it 4.5. Really good. Maybe not an absolutely perfect movie, but we were very pleasantly surprised, and I liked it a lot. 4.5 spades. How about you, Shannon? How many spades out of 5?
I dig it. I'm gonna give it 4 spades out of 5. Just
Right on.
because, like I say, I don't find Ewan McGregor's performances up to par, but I really recommend this film. It's really funny, and it really tugs at your heartstrings too.
All right. Well, let's go dig at our roots.
Okay. See you next time
On the Random Movie Time.